Imagine going to a place you've never been before and becoming completely immersed in a culture totally different than your own. For many of you, this seems like a far-fetched reality. As students, who has the time to study abroad in a different country for 5 months, let alone the independence to be so far from home for so long? Like most of you, several months ago, I was pondering these same questions and thinking that study abroad seemed far closer to a dream than reality. However, after becoming informed on the study abroad programs offered at my college and so many others, I learned that this could become a reality for me, and it could become one for you too. Today I'm going to share with you my experience studying abroad in Rome, Italy, and about the way I became a part of a culture different than my own, the skills I learned that I will carry with me for the rest of my life, and the people and places I met during this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Last year, after hearing my older friends talk about their experiences abroad, I knew this was something I wanted to do. I met with advisors and found that there are countries all over the world that offer programs where people can study abroad and still get credit at their home university. I decided to venture to Rome, Italy, because it was a country I had never been before and one rich in culture and history. Thinking back on the 5 months I spent in Rome, it is crazy to think that in such a short time, this place truly began to feel like home. Initially arriving in January, I was forced to quickly adjust to a slower paced lifestyle than I was used to. I felt culture shock all of the time, and I was truly and clearly not a part of the minority. I spoke a different language than the people I saw on the streets, I dressed differently than the high fashion men and women of Italy, and I studied differently at the University of Wisconsin than students did at the University of John Cabot in Rome. With all these drastic differences between my life in Rome and my life in Madison, it's hard to believe that in just a few short weeks, this place felt like home to me. I knew my way around the city, I knew which shops had the best gelato, and I knew how to order coffee in the morning that slightly resembled Starbucks. Little things such as people asking me for directions during the day completely brightened my week because I realized I was giving them directions around my city and that I must have appeared to fit in enough for them to approach me and ask. I learned to appreciate the slower paced lifestyle and enjoy long walks around the city and dinners that seemed to last 4 hours. I made incredible friends who taught me about their lives and allowed me to become a part of it. The opportunity to study abroad is one of the few times where you can leave your life at home and begin a completely new one in a new city with new cultures, knowing that your life in America will still be waiting for you when you return. I had the chance to learn the ins and outs of a completely new place and immerse myself in a culture until it felt like home. While studying abroad allowed me to find a different side of myself, one that fit in Italy, I also reinforced skills in myself that I took back with me to America and continue to strengthen here. One of those skills was independence. While I like to think of myself as an independent person, I've never really been a fan of going places alone. I love being with family and friends, and I love having a security blanket in new situations. However, traveling alone to Rome introduced me to a side of myself and an independence I did not know I had. Having the free time to explore a completely new city, I learned to be comfortable walking by myself and to carry myself with confidence in all situations. I learned to stretch my comfort zone so that I experienced everything I wanted to and experienced everything the city had to offer. Traveling alone allowed me to be dependent on myself to see everything I wanted to see and do everything I wanted to do without regrets or fear. I used my time abroad to travel through Europe, and this also reinforced in me skills such as organization and planning ahead. Since I genuinely travel with family and friends, this was the first time I had a taste of all the hard work that goes into planning a trip. I had to plan things such as hostels and airplanes and trains and meeting up with people, and all of this took time and patience and a lot of planning ahead. These are skills that I took back with me to America, and I think I gained a lot from these hard preparations. All this planning, independence, and organization allowed me to see more of Europe than I could have ever imagined. The worldwide journey I was able to go on was the reason my time abroad was so special and so unique. When else would someone have the chance to travel through Europe on weekends and see people and meet people and see places they would have never otherwise had the opportunity to? Studying abroad gave me this incredible opportunity, and while I believe that each study abroad experience is unique, I'm genuinely confident that during each study abroad experience, there are once-in-a-million opportunities and people that you will meet. During my time, I was able to visit 6 different countries and countless cities, and I did so in just 5 months and on a budget. To me, traveling abroad allowed me a glimpse of so many stunning places I would have never otherwise had the opportunity to see, and meet people who I may never see again but who truly impacted my life. One story that comes to mind was about a woman I met when I visited Cinque Terre, a city on the coast of Italy. During this trip, I was hiking with friends, and we had been hiking for what seemed like hours. I was sweating, I was tired, and I wanted to be done. I considered sitting down or climbing back down the hill we had already started up. But an older couple nearby gave me words of encouragement and kept their positivity up the entire walk. When we finally made it to the top of the mountain, I looked at the woman, who appeared to be around 60, and felt the need to tell her how impressed I was with her fitness and her positivity and kindness during the whole hike. She looked at me and said thank you, and then explained to me that she was a stage 4 cancer patient in remission, and that she was now traveling the world and hoping to experience everything life had to offer. I teared up at the mountain during that talk, and I still tear up thinking about it today. This woman, though I may never meet her again, impacted my life and my view of the world, and she was just one of so many incredible people that I met on my journey. These once-in-a-lifetime people and opportunities are the simple reasons that studying abroad is such an amazing experience. There are always excuses not to do something, but if you're able to put aside your doubts and reservations, studying abroad is an amazing, incredible time and experience. My time in Italy changed my life. It taught me to have a more complete view of the world, and it gave me a second home. It embedded in me traits that I took back to America and hope to continue to strengthen, and it gave me the chance to see places and meet people who truly changed my life. These 5 months were some of the best in my life, and I hope that hearing about them will inspire you to research going on a trip like this yourself and experience everything the world has to offer. Thank you.